alaikum. This is the second part of the first lecture. It's the second lecture of your first chapter. Let's begin. Today we are going to discuss the topic classification of digital computers. Digital computers are classified in four different types according to the size, according to their capacity, according to uh, their working capacity. So the first of all, according to their speed as well. The first computer, which is called the fastest computer, is supercomputer. That is on the first number, then mainframe computer, lesser than supercomputer, then mini computer, and then microcomputer. So one by one, we will discuss all these types of digital computers. Number one, supercomputer. Supercomputer is very fast computer, right? Very fast computers. It can handle or work on floating point instructions in seconds. Floating point instructions means instructions with decimal. Mathematical instructions having decimal like 2.5, 3.45, these are called floating point instructions. So floating point instructions are difficult to solve. So supercomputer, there is no problem for supercomputer to handle with floating point instructions. They can do it in seconds. These are used for special purpose like defense, nuclear research, weather forecasting, right? In Pakistan, uh, it is used in atomic research laboratory Kahuta. It's very expensive as well, and it's high speed processing. Its speed is very high in processing, right? It processes very fast. Its CPU, its RAM, and hard disk all are large in size, and their processing capacity is very fast, right? So the first computer, which is the fastest computer in the world, is called supercomputer. According to the research, according to the survey of June 2020, Japanese Fogaku is the world's fastest supercomputer. This is the world's fastest supercomputer, Fogaku, which is in Japan. Right? Now, next is mainframe computer. Mainframe computer is obviously lesser than supercomputer in processing, in speed, in infrastructure, in uh, cost as well, and in its in size as well. They can support many users at a time, right? They can support trillion instructions per second. They have high processing speed but less than that of supercomputer. They have a large storage and memory capacity but less than that of supercomputers. I told you earlier that it is fastest computer but lesser than supercomputer. For in the meantime, present time, the fastest mainframe computer in the world is IBM Z Enterprise EC12, most quick and secure computer. Most quick and secure mainframe computer in the world this time, right? Next is mini computer. Mini computer is less in size, storage capacity, speed, and in cost than mainframe computer. It support hundred of user at that time, at a time. It supports hundred of users. Mainframe supports trillion of users, right? And it executes billion instructions per second. And mainframe executes trillion instructions per second. That supports million of user per at a time and execute trillion of instructions, and it supports mini computer supports hundred of users at a time and execute billion instructions per second. Mini computers, fastest mini computers in the world are IBM System 36 and HP 3000. These are mini computers. You can look You can also check the difference in the size from supercomputer, mainframe computer, mini computer, and now the next type of computers are microcomputers. Microcomputers are those computers which we use in our daily life. Laptops or desktop computers we use in our daily lives are called microcomputers. They are obviously smallest than super mainframe and mini computer, and their cost is lesser than all of them. We execute million instructions per second, right? This is fast but slower than mini and mainframe computer. Obviously, those are enterprise computers and माइक्रो कैन बी यूज पर्सनली. तो जो एक पर्सनल कंप्यूटर है और जो एक इंटरप्राइज में यूज होने वाला कंप्यूटर है, एक मल्टीनेशनल कंपनी में यूज होने वाला कंप्यूटर है, इन दोनों की स्पीड में, इनके साइज में, इनके कॉस्ट में ऑब्वियसली एक फर्क होगा. ठीक है. तो माइक्रो कंप्यूटर जो हम आमतौर पे यूज करते हैं, जो डेस्कटॉप कंप्यूटर है, जो लैपटॉप कंप्यूटर है, जो भी हम इसको करते हैं, जिस टाइप का हम कंप्यूटर पर्सनली यूज करते हैं, दैट आर कॉल्ड माइक्रो कंप्यूटर. और ये सिर्फ पर्सनली यूज नहीं होते, ये ऑफिसेज में भी यूज होते हैं, बिजनेस में भी यूज होते हैं. हम लोग कॉमनली माइक्रो कंप्यूटर्स को ही देखते हैं, यूनिवर्सिटीज में देखते हैं, ऑफिसेज में देखते हैं. कुछ ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस हैं जो कि वर्ल्ड वाइड ऑर्गेनाइजेशन है, जैसे कि मैंने आपको एग्जांपल दी एटॉमिक रिसर्च सेंटर कहूटा की. अब that is an international level organization or that is very sophisticated work. तो वहाँ पे सुपर कंप्यूटर्स यूज हो रहे हैं. इसी तरह के कुछ ऑर्गेनाइजेशन हैं जो कि अफोर्ड कर सकती हैं मेन फ्रेम कंप्यूटर्स को, सुपर कंप्यूटर्स को. दे कैन बाय दैट और उनका काम उनके ऊपर होता है. लेकिन मोस्टली जो एक मल्टीनेशनल कंपनी में हम या ये किसी ऑफिस में देखते हैं हम, जो यूज होने वाला आम कंप्यूटर है वो माइक्रो कंप्यूटर है. ठीक है. अब माइक्रो कंप्यूटर्स की जो हमारे पास टाइप्स हैं, उनमें हमारे पास फोन भी आ जाते हैं. एलईडीज जो आजकल यूज हो रही हैं वो भी कंप्यूटर की एक टाइप है. लैपटॉप्स हैं, टैब्स हैं और डेस्कटॉप कंप्यूटर्स हैं. ठीक है. इस तरह की और जितनी भी ये टाइप्स हैं, जो स्मार्टफोन्स हैं, ये सब जो है वो माइक्रो कंप्यूटर की टाइप हैं. इनकी प्रोसेसिंग स्पीड, इनकी कॉस्ट, इनका साइज, हर चीज सुपर कंप्यूटर से, मेन फ्रेम कंप्यूटर से और मिनी कंप्यूटर से कम होता है. लेकिन यूज में सबसे ज्यादा यूज होने वाले कंप्यूटर्स माइक्रो कंप्यूटर्स. ठीक है. So this topic covers classification of digital computers. What are that? There are four digital computers are classified in four types. Supercomputer. What next? Mainframe computer, then mini computer, and then microcomputer. Fine. So this topic is also in your chapter, mentioned in your chapter. Study that book, study it, read it. If you find any problem, you can ask me. Okay? Thank you for this lecture.